Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Lunar. We are back in Iluk. Well, we were near Iluk, but now we're back in the village itself. I did stick around a little bit longer, and actually ended up eradicating every single bug, actually, after last time, even though they weren't worth that much, and it definitely would have been more efficient use of my time to just leave and re-enter and just fight a couple more normal enemies, or non-bug enemies, for better experience. But, I don't know, I guess there's something satisfying about just completely clearing out an area, even if it doesn't do anything. So, with all that, we managed to get everyone to the same level, although Alex, I think, might be pretty close to leveling again. Let's see here. Actually, never mind. Still pretty far. Yeah, we just need pretty high experience at this point. Yeah. Anyway, so Nash, Mia, and Kyle, I think, were still level 25 when we last left off. I don't remember if any of them gained any special attacks. No, he didn't. She didn't. We did see the Flame Bomb and tried that a little bit, as well as the Thunder Thrust, so I suppose they didn't get any new spells. I thought I had in the back of my mind that at least one of them got some sort of special ability, but I guess not. Right, we also healed. Did we heal? We did now. And now we're gonna return to this guy, right? Yeah, sure enough. Cutscene starts. You brought the fluffy bug. And just in time, the balloon is complete. Okay. If you would be so kind. No, wait. That's the one thing. I missed last time that we actually got this thing as an item in Alex's inventory, and I kind of wanted to look at it. Because I don't think I actually did look at it and the description. That might have been funny. Well, whatever. So, no explanation as to where exactly that bug has been installed. I guess it's still alive. And I suppose those things float, right, while they're alive. So maybe is that just what causes the entire balloon to fly? But according to my calculations, the balloon won't be completely inflated until tomorrow morning. Okay. So the idea is that those fluffy bugs just naturally produce a lighter than air gas, and that's what allows them to float. And you install one of those things, and it produces gas and fills the balloon with it? Okay. In which case, I'm not quite sure why we needed the fluffy bug specifically when the others also float, but you know. Until tomorrow morning. Why don't you spend the night here? It's not exactly luxurious, but at least it's free. Well, there are 2 whole beds as well. That's convenient. Don't worry, bud. Compared to some of the places I've slept, your house is a luxury suite. By suit, I mean suite. I think we could all use some rest. Shira, we'd be glad to stay here tonight. Okay. Oh. Good morning. I was expecting some sort of cutscene to happen at night. But nope, just skipped straight to the morning. The balloon should be just about inflated. And you'll be ready to travel to the volcano and the frontier. The frontier? Hold on. Wait. The frontier? Also, the balloon is not inflated at all. What are you talking about? What happened? Oh, okay. It wasn't supposed to happen. I double and triple checked my calculations. This balloon should be bursting at the seams by now. Let me rephrase that. Alex, how are we ever going to reach the Red Dragon? Wonk. Ah, what? Excellent. The inflation is complete. What? Huh? Is this another weird translation thing? Where this dialogue somehow made more sense? Or the original Japanese dialogue helped make this scene make more sense than it did in this version? Because what? I won't believe you can fly through the air without wings until I see it, Alex. Are you ready for takeoff? I mean, I guess. I don't know that there's anything left we can do in any of the places we have access to. I did pick up all the things, all the orange chests. Sure, we're ready. Got some extra levels under our belts. Oh, I did not do any extra shopping. Surely that's not gonna be a problem. I mean, as soon as we reach any kind of place on the other side of the mountains that we can teleport back to, we should also be able to use the dragon wings to, you know, return anywhere we've been before. So, unless this starts some kind of section, some kind of longer sequence where we won't have a chance to return to the civilization, I guess we'll see. All aboard, everyone. Plenty of room for 5 people and 1 animal. Plenty of room? I'm not sure about that, but enough room. I hope the red dragon isn't too intimidated by my good looks. No, not by that, I'm sure. This doesn't look very different from steering a ship, so I'll take the controls. I didn't know that you were... What's the word I'm looking for? Qualified to steer a ship in the first place, let alone... no hot air balloons. Well, I guess this isn't a hot air balloon, this is just some sort of balloon. Fluffy bark balloon, I suppose. Well, hot air balloons are not very similar to ships at all. In fact, you cannot steer them at all. So that's a bit of a problem. I guess this one's gotta be different. Such a strange feeling to fly without using magic. Well, we're not flying yet. Isn't this great fun, Nash? Sure, fun. Whatever you say. Okay, here we go. Oh, there we go. I did it, I did it! Said the inventor, being happy that his invention did not immediately kill us. Ooh, that's a nice backdrop. We should probably try to steer clear of those volcanoes. Or go straight into the caldera. That works too. Still, got very happy music. Well. Okay, until now. Now everything's very serious. It's not hot at all inside this volcano, Alex. What's going on? That is strange. And that does make it a lot less dangerous, I suppose. Maybe the volcanic activity is an illusion of magic, but what a powerful illusion. It's the power of the Red Dragon, of course. Athena's guardians are only slightly less powerful than the goddess herself. If you say so. Okay. Can we... if we wanted to... Nope, cannot use them in here. Well, I suppose it makes sense that this counts as being inside. Can we... Still can't meet the Red Dragon, can we, Alex? Let's go back. Wait, what are you talking about? We still can't meet the Red Dragon. Okay, I guess that's just poorly worded. I mean, it's just wrong. I think what he means to say is that we still haven't met the Red Dragon, so we can't leave yet. Okay, we do have enemies here. And we cannot leave at all. Okay, that is a little bit concerning. Blood slimes. Let's do the usual thing and just test the waters by physical attacks only. They... oh! Ooh! Even though this area is apparently not a classical lava area, although the background and everything visually, you know, it certainly looks the part. But even if these enemies are not actually heat-based, they are weak to ice, apparently. To all of our various ice elemental melee weapons. Very nice. They're pretty tanky, though. And of course they can poison, like, literally half of the enemies in the game. Decent experience, I suppose. Not too impressive compared to... Oh, hi there. Didn't see you lurking there. Nice ambush. Well, I guess that worked well enough. Could be using some magic to speed things up, but then again, it's a bit risky. Yeah, I'm surprised to see that 2 super effective attacks by Alex are not enough to kill one of these things. But... did we take them out in 2 rounds last time? I think so, maybe? Yeah. I guess it depends a little bit. I guess it might be possible to get pretty unlucky with distributing our hits. But yeah, no, I think it should be pretty safe. Should be pretty much guaranteed to take out a group like this in 2 rounds without any magic. And yeah, since we cannot return to heal, we need to rely on, you know, our resources that we have on us, which is a lot of healing nuts, to be fair. And also a decent number of mana restoring items. And we have probably enough room for any drops that might happen, or rewards from chests and the like, even though I did not sell any of the old equipment that I replaced. Yeah, we'll probably be fine. Okay, anyway, I guess we'll... Oh, wait, Saintland. Oh, no, never mind. We did get this. She learned this on camera, of course. Do we need to heal anyone? I suppose she can heal herself a little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna try to be a little bit conservative here. Well, try to be. I'm gonna be a little bit conservative. And yeah, at least these enemies we can deal with. Like this. No problem. Okay, so 2 critical hits by Jessica are enough to kill one of those. Yeah, I mean, we just... That extra attack that she gained last time, that was definitely really huge. Just straight up doubling her attack power. Okay, her non-critical hits deal about the same as Alex's. She just crits a lot more? And I don't know, I feel like that has to have something to do with the type of weapon, because her stats don't suggest that, do they? Or am I crazy? She has 25 luck compared to his 18. I mean, okay, it is the highest in the party, and she does have something that increases her luck by 10 points. So maybe it does make a difference, I don't know. But Nash's luck was never super high, was it? Was it? No, I don't remember. And oh wow, okay, that's 6 of those. And I remember when we first started playing with him, well, when he first joined the party and I had him attack things in melee with his cane because I wanted to conserve mana, I did comment a lot on how he seemed to critically hit way more than I expected, making him relatively competent even when just, you know, smashing things with his magical cane. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. It's probably just the luck stat actually doing something, and I don't know. What are we trying to do here? I suppose you can attack with your super effective attacks. Guess we'll see how well lightning works against these. Sure, might as well target that. I mean, we know that they're weak to ice, so I guess this is a no-brainer. And you can, I guess, try to attack that one. Okay, lightning deals some damage. Alright, okay, well, I guess if nothing else, then, you know, 2 of Alex's attacks plus any extra damage is gonna be enough to kill one of these. And that's actually perfect, because it's gonna hit all 4 of those. Oh, yeah. 4 very good damage. Okay. Well, we know that they have more than 230-ish hit points. Maybe not a lot more. But yeah. Just 1 cast of that is not enough. I guess I'm gonna try next time Mia's single target ice spell. I'm expecting that one. Well, actually, I don't know. I mean, it's a lower level spell, but I guess it just deals more damage to its single target compared to even a slightly higher level. Okay, you look a little bit scary. You sound a bit scary. Yeah, anyway, her single target spell should deal a little bit more damage compared to each individual target of her area spells. It's kind of what you would expect anyway. What are you guys called? Fire elementals. Oh, okay. So While this place might not be hot, there are still fire elemental enemies around. Icelands. I mean, yeah, might as well test it here, I guess. I have no reason to assume that these are not also weak to ice. I mean, I would be very surprised if they weren't. Oh, well, I mean, they are, but they're also, at the same time, resistant to physical, I guess. Which is interesting. So both can be true. I guess that was 160-ish damage from the single target ice spell, plus 40 or 50 something from Nash's spell, right? So, yeah, also, these also have over 200 hit points. I wonder if we can just finish them off like this. 76. Okay. Okay, yeah, that one should definitely die to that. Okay. For these ones, that's not great experience. It's only 3 enemies, I suppose. But yeah, they're relatively sturdy. Ice damage works well. Ice magic, I guess, specifically. Ice physical attacks get the job done. But they're a little bit less impressive than I would have hoped. Okay. We got burners. Yeah, okay. Some sort of fire mages. Definitely sensing a theme here. I mean, the slimes aren't particularly dangerous. Also, I have been kind of neglecting our healing, but it's okay. I guess I maybe would have topped Jessica off just to be safe, but she should be fine. I'm not gonna go for the higher level spells. I mean, I guess Ice Wall actually is a higher level spell. Why don't we go with Blizzard? I mean, it will hit all of the enemies. Well, this actually will also hit all of them. But it is cheaper, and well, she has a lot of mana, so. But I'm gonna go for the Blizzard instead of the Circle, and you can just hit, I guess maybe that guy in the back there, and you can actually maybe also target the one in the back.
Check this out.
Yeah, okay, the expected 50 something. Don't knock him out of there. Actually, it doesn't matter at this point because. Okay, still not dead, but yeah, her spell is gonna hit all of them, even if they get knocked out of range, so. Okay, it's over 100 to each of them. I wonder if the Icy Circle attack would have... Oh, uh-oh, wait, okay, good. That one did not also attack Jessica, and she's not poisoned. So I think we might be... Yeah, we should absolutely be good here. These enemies are all pretty damaged already. Yeah. Nice. Anyway. So the Blizzard dealt 100, yeah, 15-ish damage to all of the enemies. Of course, literally all enemies. Starlight, nice. Even if they're, you know, if they hadn't been munched up. Like they typically are. But when I used the Ice Circle attack once before, right? I think that was also on slimes probably, and it dealt more like 200 something damage? So maybe almost double the damage in a smaller area, sure, but for only 50% more mana. So it might be the more efficient use of mana, technically speaking. But then again, 100 something damage to everyone combined with to every enemy combined with all the other party members' melee attacks and stuff should probably be fine to deal with most enemies. Anyway, yeah, we can. Well, we'll definitely heal you. That's for sure. I guess, yeah, Nash can definitely use some healing here. Alex and Kyle are being taken care of by their rings for the most part. You can top yourself off here. We're still doing absolutely fine. We literally just got a Starlight as well. So, yeah, I'm assuming since the game obviously knows that it's... Yeah, the game knows what it's doing. Or the devs knew what they were doing. You know, making us cut off from supply lines here. So they do make sure that we have, you know, supplies flowing in, or ways to. Wait, what am I? I guess I probably should use this magic, shouldn't I? It's, you know, the basic spell is super cheap anyway. This, of course, kind of isn't. Guess I'm gonna go with Blizzard as a, you know, compromise. Gonna target that one, actually, because... yeah, he's gonna target those. Oh, wait, actually, never mind. Now it doesn't really make sense. That one's dead, though. Yeah, it's fine. Attacking these in particular only made sense when I was using the, you know, Mia's area spell and not the all-enemy spell. Yeah. Anyway, whatever. Just, you know, musing about min-maxing here. Because what else am I gonna muse about? And that's that. I mean, I guess, yeah, for these larger groups of enemies, we're getting decent amounts of experience, but even Alex, who was the closest to leveling... oh, hey, another type of new enemy here. Interesting. Okay, that loops around back to where we enter the floor. Yeah, and Alex was almost 7,000 experience away from leveling, right? So, yeah, it's still... well, we might see one round of level ups, depending on how long this dungeon continues. Hello there, scorpions. Just scorpions. Okay. Yeah, pretty monstrous looking scorpions, but scorpions nonetheless. Sure, might as well have Alex and Jessica attack the scorpions respectively. Of course, we cannot target all of them, because why would we? Yeah, well, sure, let's do that. Let's do that. She can still cast 14 more spells, and we have plenty of Starlight, so... it's all good. You attack that one, I guess... you also attack that one, whichever one of you gets to act first. It's fine. Nash can just soften them up a little bit. Okay, so these are not weak to fire. And somewhat resistant to physical attacks. In fact...
summon elemental power.
Kyle did quite a bit more damage with his attacks than Alex did there. I wasn't really paying attention to Jessica's attacks, to be fair. Nice dodge. I can only assume that scorpions can also technically poison, and we just got a little bit lucky there. Okay, so she'll focus on these slimes here. Alex will probably hit that one, finish it off, good. And finish off the other one, that works for me. Is that one gonna die from this? Yes, okay, good, good. 860, still not there for the level ups. I've not really been trying to do the math. Not that it matters. Okay. Slime surprisingly fast. Hello. More Starlight. I did want to check, just to remind myself. Your attack power is 134. Whoops. Versus 120. Okay, so his attack power is higher than both Alex's and Jessica's. And actually, well, when she first joined the party, her attack was actually, I think, higher than Alex's. Yeah, so he has surpassed her a little bit there, but they're pretty similar, of course. Especially now, I mean, definitely now that she has gained her second melee attack. Wait, is this? Oh, that's the next staircase. But there was something more, okay. Not sure if I want to clear out all the enemies here, especially, well, this is probably the worst kind of encounter because these are so tanky and not really worth a whole lot, but, well, here we are. I guess we'll keep softening them up a little bit. Maybe against these, the best thing to do is just attack them, just deal strong single target damage here. Focus on one at a time. I mean, 3 enemies is, you know, a low enough number that AoE isn't really the most efficient way to handle them. Well, this is definitely going to be overkill at this point, right? Well, I mean, maybe not that much. Not that much overkill. Now, certainly, just hitting them with all our melee attacks should be enough, right? Yeah. 465, Starlight. Got so many Starlights. Okay, can we fit through here? Wait, we cannot. Ooh, interesting. Is there a way around? Wait. Oh, there might not be. Yeah, we cannot go around that corner, that edge. Secret passages? Okay, well, there's another staircase down there. Okay. Smaller party here. It's fine. I mean, Nash is kind of running low here on mana. Which really doesn't matter. I'm just gonna keep using spells here. Actually, just for fun, you know, just out of curiosity. How ineffective is fire damage? I'm assuming pretty ineffective, but this is not a very dangerous looking enemy party here, so... Yeah, okay, so only 30-ish damage. Yeah, from both her and Alex. But over 40 from him. Even though his attack power is only, you know, less than 10% higher. Okay. It still deals some damage, and they don't absorb or get healed by it, you know, so... We haven't seen that. Even enemies, you know, even when attacking enemies with their own element, basically. We've never seen enemies be... Well, we've seen some enemies be fully immune to physical or magic. But I don't think we've seen that based just on the element. On a magical element of damage. Let alone any actual, you know, damage absorption and healing from damage. Which doesn't mean that enemies won't be able to do that later on. Okay, so yeah, we'll have to get to that other part of that floor, or of this same floor from elsewhere. You who seek to test your mettle in the dragon trials, heed my words. Hello? Who's speaking? Are you the Red Dragon? If you wish to claim my power, apparently so, your bravery must be demonstrated for all to witness. Move forward without fear, and I shall embrace you within the warmth of my presence. We're brave enough. Oh. Well, that was absolutely not necessary, but I appreciate it. If I had known that, I guess I would have cleared out the previous floor. Oh well. Oh, sneaky. Barrier ring. Don't we have one of those? Barrier ring. Protection ring. It's interesting that equipment we pick up, or really any items we pick up, usually lands in Alex's inventory so long as he has room. But when his inventory is full, instead of going to the next party member, it always just goes to Null immediately, right? Not quite sure why that is, but I guess it's fine. Barrier ring raised magic resistance. We did have an item that raised magic resistance though, but I guess not this one? What was it? Something he had at some point. Or does he still have it? No? Wait. Defense. Oh, magic resistance. It's a... Okay, Devil Pendant. So there are just two different trinkets that increase magic resistance. One a ring, one a pendant. Which doesn't really matter because you can just equip two of any kind. Even two pendants if you like. So... There's no real reason why this has to exist. I just want to see... Oops. I just want to see if this is better, perhaps? Yes, actually, wait. Yeah, it is. That's 15. I mean, in that case... God. Item. Can you actually just hand over an equipped item? I guess yes. I mean, if I'm gonna give him a kind of lame... you know, resistance increasing item, might as well give him the best one we have, right? Magic resistance. There you go. Equip. Yeah. Okay. Well, now your magic resistance is even better than it used to be. Congratulations. Maybe you'll eventually even get something that increases your wisdom by a decent amount. Ooh, what? Wait. A barrier of flames. That's interesting. The enemy just charged through unhindered, but I guess that makes sense. They wouldn't care about fire. Okay. Oh, I already forget. Are these resistant to physical attacks? Maybe they are. Well, I mean, we just got everything restored, so... Is there really a reason to hold back? Of course, these are arranged in such an awkward way that I will not be able to hit more than 3 with a ring attack, so I guess
check this
we
out.
will just go with the hit all in both cases here. Okay, I mean that's 80 something damage, obviously better than 50. And yeah, these guys, well, they take better physical damage, physical fire damage, physical cold damage than the fireballs.
Elemental power.
So there's that at least. Oh, we did not even kill that top magician there. Okay. Maybe more like fire monks than magicians. They got some nice martial arts moves here. Damage I deal is not too bad. Thankfully. I think we're just gonna go with physical attacks like this. Nice. Because they all took some pretty significant damage already. Yeah, okay, and actually Alex is... wait, oh, those were both crits. Right. See, oh, okay, I was gonna say, surely at this point, he should be ready to level up. There we go. Attack up by 3. Number of attacks went up by 1. Amazing. Okay, just a casual 50% damage increase right there. We'll see if Kyle is going to keep up with him. Or if that alone just that single-handedly just made Alex by far our best physical attacker. It's, yeah, I mean, it's really interesting. It's most games obviously don't have that. I mean, I guess this is ultimately based on, well, it could just be that they came up with this separately, but number of attacks is a thing that goes up with leveling in Dungeons and Dragons, as far as I'm aware, even though I'm not the most, you know, knowledgeable. But pretty sure that's the case. But you don't see that in, definitely not in most JRPGs, that you ever gain extra attacks. But it's super satisfying, of course. I mean, it's literally a multiplier on your attack power. So it's extremely rewarding when it happens. It's obviously also extremely powerful, so... Oh, Fear Litany. Okay. Is that gonna heal fear, protect us from fear, or is it gonna make our enemies afeared? One enemy drive away. Huh. Okay, so again, a weaker version of a spell that Lunar used to have, right? She could... I think she had a spell that made all enemies potentially run away, which... I mean, effectively, if that works, it's just a guaranteed escape from combat, right? So that was basically what it was. Here we can do it one enemy at a time. Which strikes me as something that I'm never really going to want to do. Because why would I? If I want to run away from combat, I'm just gonna run. Unless... Oh, hi there. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, you know what? I think we reached a point where I'm just going to skip redundant encounters that we've seen several times. And there we go. Healing Nut. Mia leveled up. 6 MP, nice. Oh, Power Drive. Wait. Could it be? I mean, we already... Wait, no. We don't? Hold on. I keep forgetting. Kurgan. No, we didn't have a buffing spell. No, okay, I thought we somehow had, like, weaker version. No, okay, she had the increased defense spell, right. But now we also have increased attack spell. I mean, I'm never gonna use this one. Increasing one ally's defense. I mean, thanks, I guess, but... Yeah, in what situation would I use that? It takes way too long to buff the entire party. And I don't know who is going to be attacked. I mean, I guess maybe. It depends, but I have a hard time imagining a situation where I would find this to be a useful, you know, a good use of her turn and her mana. This, however, I mean, I cast this once on Alex, once on Kyle, maybe on Jessica if we don't need a lot of healing in the fight. That just makes sense, you know? Anyway, yeah, now we have this. Again, a weaker version of what Luna used to provide, split up into 2 more expensive spells, but at least we have it now. So that's really nice. Wait, actually, speaking of spells here, definitely need to heal Nash, who took a bit of a beating. And that's about it. Okay, I think I might have cleared out this floor except for... So I was kind of hoping to find some stairs back up, or back down, I guess. We've been climbing up somehow, I think. So back down somewhere around here to connect to that other staircase on the previous floor. Okay. I guess we're clearing out all the encounters here after all. Nash leveled up. HP, MP. Any new spells for you? Nope, but Kyle also levels up. 5 HP, 2 MP, 2 attack. Yeah, maybe his growth has just slowed down a little bit. He started out quite a bit stronger than Alex, but if he doesn't also get an extra attack, which doesn't look like he did. No. Yeah, until he does get his third attack, he's definitely gonna be quite a bit behind Alex in terms of damage output. Okay, so we got this. Do we show our bravery by just walking through? Sure enough. How much damage was that even? Was that hardly any? It seems like? Okay. Oh, wait. Okay, so geographically this does not make any sense. We are back in this area. And this was just another starlight. Okay, fair enough. Still haven't used any. Because, I mean, I guess I would have at this point if we hadn't been given the way too generous free heal there. After only two floors. And I was talking about how, you know, the game was taking into account our situation here and, you know, giving us, you know, providing us with plenty of recovery items. And I thought that was perfectly adequate, but of course, I did spend a little bit more time, you know, a little bit of time grinding, if you will. I mean, yeah, I did. I guess that's just exactly what it was, but, you know, only really on like 2 occasions where I cleared an extra map's worth of enemies, or a half a map or something. Nice. That's such good damage, but it was not enough, I guess. Wait, no, we did hit those enemies with lightning before, right? So they really do have a ton of hit points. Anyway. Yeah, they should all be very very close to death at this point. Nice. Yeah, anyway, I thought that just all the healing nuts that keep dropping from encounters and the starlights we've been getting from chests and encounters would have been absolutely plenty. So that we didn't really need that full heal. Hello there. Very enthusiastic enemy. Wow, this keeps going. I thought for some reason this was not the way forward, but no, okay, there's more fire. Surely that's the way to the dragon. Get more bugs. I'm gonna get stuck on terrain and have to fight more slimes. That's okay. How do we deal with one of these groups now, I wonder? Just with physical attacks. We're dealing quite a bit more damage. Is that gonna... Oh, okay, yeah, he's gonna have to use all 3 of his attacks to finish off one of those, but... So we're still gonna take 2 turns. We kill 1 more of them, which I guess means that we take 1 less attack before we get to finish them off. I mean, it's still perfectly fine. Yeah, anyway. It's understandable that the game would err on the side of caution, of course, in terms of providing enough recovery, because, yeah, a player could, or, you know, yeah, a player could easily have a party, like, maybe 3 levels lower than mine at this point in the game. Maybe even lower than that? I don't know. I guess if you really avoid all the encounters that you can and just... But then, of course, in order to deal with bosses, obviously bosses are certain checks that you have to pass by being strong enough. What was the last boss, actually, that we dealt with? The tower didn't have a boss. The field with the bugs didn't have a boss. What was the previous... The last boss we fought? I can't remember right now. It's been a while. So... Oh, I suppose... Okay, yeah, no, that was a kind of a special situation where Kyle had to fight the fake Mel all by himself. So that doesn't really count. Anyway, we've seen plenty of these enemies before. And that was that. More starlight. At this point, I'm not sure if I shouldn't expect yet another free recovery. Can I avoid this one? I think it's kind of stuck. Yeah, that happens sometimes. I thought there was more off to the bottom right from the stairs where we entered this floor. Maybe not. I don't know. That might just not be anything. I don't know why I assumed that might be the correct direction to go. Obviously now we know it's in the top left instead where all the flames are. I was actually just thinking, is there anything? Oh, this... Okay, I wasn't completely wrong. There is certainly something. Maybe this is the way to go instead? No, I'm not so sure anymore. Anyway, I was just thinking that the one type of item, the one type of trinket with a stat boost, other than things that just give me more attack power or wisdom, you know, more efficient uses of my limited trinket slots. The one thing that I would like to see is at least one speed increasing item, or I guess it's called agility. Yeah. Specifically for Mia, because it's kind of annoying that, well, it's not annoying that Nash always goes first. I guess it's okay, but it's kind of annoying that Mia always goes last. Which means that, you know, in a case like this, where she has by far the most devastating spells, I suppose in an area where everything's weak to lightning, that wouldn't be the case, but here it is. So, you know, and she always goes last after enemies have been knocked around, and sometimes already weakened more than I anticipated, so that her spell kind of goes to waste, doesn't hit everything, you know. It would be nice for her to not go last? I guess it's... Ideally no one would go last, but someone obviously does have to, so... I don't know. Got Rainbow Tiara. Okay. Who would that be for? Who uses tiaras? No one? Really? Unless it's not a helmet? Wait. Oh, it's for her. Okay. Colorful crown. Okay. So instead of a hairpin... Wait. Hold on. Oh. Interesting. I didn't even realize. Yeah, I did get 2 of these hairpins. Wait. Was hers also jade? Yeah, okay. Never mind. So I did get 2 of these. One for Mia and one for Jessica. But this here is specifically only for Mia, not for Jessica. Okay. Interesting. So there really isn't such a thing as specific weapon or even armor types. I mean, I guess there are certain preferences, certain characters that are typically going to use a particular kind of item for each of their slots, but there's a mix of those, Mia and Jessica, for example, being able to use hairpin type items, at least some of them, but there are also just character-specific ones that are only for one. Okay, I mean, I guess that keeps things less predictable and a bit more interesting. This is a less interesting upgrade than than Mia's special hairpin. Right, this one increased her defense by 4, I want to say, and gave her some wisdom compared to the other one. But an upgrade is an upgrade. And we can at least imagine Jessica looking very fancy with her tiara now. Okay, you eventually gave up. I was gonna say, who's gonna win that race? Suppose I did. By virtue of not just stopping randomly. Okay, I kind of looked around the bottom there. Oh, I got stuck on the terrain again. Sometimes it happens to enemies. Usually it happens to me. That's okay. Gonna deal with these again real quick. Okay, 570, yeah. And the next one to level up should again be Alex, but I mean, he must still be thousands away at this point. No, actually, not that far away. And considering that some of these encounters are worth over 800, you might even see another level up. I mean, I suppose it depends on how many more enemies I'm willing to fight. Okay, oh wow, 2 chests down here? I suppose I'm gonna have to deal with both of these groups of fireballs here. Might as well get that out of the way then. And there goes the second one. Is it gonna be 2 more starlights? Well, there's one. And an angel ring. Wait, angel ring. Why can I never remember? I guess these all look pretty similar. Yeah, it's another... Actually... Oh, never mind. I had seen one of these. One-time auto-resurrect. Okay, right. That's interesting. When would I use one of these? Obviously, you're sacrificing 1 trinket slot that you could use for some 10 or more point boost to a stat. If you anticipate that one character might die in a combat, obviously this only makes sense to equip before a specific combat that you know is coming, and not just have it equipped at all times. I don't know, I mean, I guess realistically I'm just not going to use these. It's an interesting option for sure, but I just don't know. I mean, ideally you would prepare in such a way that the person in question is not going to die. And if they do, instead of rolling with it, I don't know, man. I would probably just rather retry. Unless, of course, there's some kind of specific encounter where an enemy is going to use a, an instant death attack. And you want... or something that just wipes out the entire party. Guaranteed. So you put this ring on your healer, or anyone really, who will then resurrect the rest of the party with items Okay, now we're back at the flames. Okay, I see. I think that means we probably have seen everything. I'm gonna make sure that there isn't anything toward the top of the screen, top of the map, right of those flames, of the flame path. But I think I've been along the upper perimeter of the area, so this should probably be it. Now just running a bit low on mana here, but again, it's not a problem at all, of course. Got so many starlights, we're drowning in them. And before I should probably wait before using them, though. I mean, I shouldn't because I have so many, but still, I wonder if we're gonna get healed again as soon as we enter the next floor. That would be funny. I don't know. There go those. Another healing nut for good measure. In case you somehow, I don't know, don't have a healer with you? Or you manage to somehow waste all of Jessica's mana? Don't really see how that could possibly be the case. But here we go. We're just gonna top everyone off. Insofar as they even need it. It's barely needed here, but whatever. I have managed to... Yeah, okay, no, we were all the way here. I guess maybe I was a bit premature to heal there, but... Oh, whoa! Somehow I thought we were already out of the fire. I don't know where I was looking or what I was doing. Okay, no, this stuff definitely deals more damage than I thought it did. That's okay though. Alright, these awkwardly arranged enemies. Whatever, just hit those. Hit those.
Check this out.
Okay. We survived, of course. But I'm just gonna run. I think we should... Well, we should definitely be able to clear the fire. Yeah, okay. And on the other side, we get another starlight. Uh-oh. What? Ow, ow, ow. No. Don't force me into a cutscene, and let alone a boss fight right after this, though. I only took half a step. I was literally about to open the menu and heal up and everything. We'll see. Ow, ow, ow. Doesn't this ever end? Wait, what's that? Would you stop? Okay, you're not gonna force me to move forward. You just showed me that, right? So, I know that I have to prepare for something. Looks like it's time to teach some bitches to... What? To teach some bitches to heal? Oh, yeah. I don't know what I read at first. Okay, good. Thanks for not automatically making me move forward. That would have been very mean and awkward and unfortunate. I'm gonna go ahead and heal up. I have so many healing nuts, I should just use them, but I mean, why would I if I can just... It's so much more convenient to just have her heal everyone and then give her a single starlight to recover all of that mana. Which is exactly what I'm gonna do. Yeah, he has so much, I mean, he doesn't really need all of that. I guess I'm gonna... Huh? Oh. I am going to select use item, use that on her. Yeah, okay, that heals about 30 something. Which is not amazing, but it is enough, of course. You have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of these. And then we have 6 silver lights as well, which I'm never going to use. And just for good measure, I guess we're going to give him... Do we need more than that? I mean, his magic is not going to be super effective against whatever those dragon creatures are. I'm going to give her one. And that should be plenty. At least we've used some. And I'm definitely going to heal here. Save. Also, 54 minutes on the clock. Should I? Should I risk it? It looked like it's just going to be 2 gargoyle-type drakes. Oh, and I literally only needed to take 1 half step forward to trigger the encounter. Good thing I did not move at all after that little warning cutscene. Such impatience. Couldn't you at least have the courtesy to wait until I had a proper trap prepared? No. But I'm glad to hear that you haven't, apparently. You're really wearing my nerve thin, Honeybomb. I think it's time you left. If only it were that easy for you, my cross-dressing foe. I'm not going anywhere. Cross-dressing, she remembers that one, huh? Then perhaps we'll just have to help you... We'll just have to help you to the door. Or to the boiling magma, even though it's apparently not hot. I'm afraid I don't have the time to enjoy your quasi-adorable antics. But if my little pets here do their job, that won't be a problem in the future. Alex, what are those things? Be careful, everyone. These guardians are formed of pure magic. Whatever that means for us. That's only 2 of them, though, right? Uh-oh, this is probably going to take longer than 4.5 minutes. Bronze dog. Those are not dogs. I guess everything's a dog, in a way. Well, we're going to start with that. I don't think there is any reason to try... Can we hit them both? Of course not. Any reason to try any status magic here. Wow, I forgot that this was so expensive. Is it going to deal enough damage to justify that, though? I guess I'm going to go with the hardest hitting things I have here. Well, of course, I'm going to buff Alex. Well, you're definitely going to buff yourself. And you are going to start with the Saint Litany, even if it doesn't heal a lot, but this is definitely the perfect kind of situation. Oh, that's not worth it, surely. 18 mana for 80 damage to both of those. 49 attack power? Ooh. And an extra 37. Okay, not too bad. Well, that was kind of bad. That definitely hurt. Good thing I healed. Good thing I saved. Why do I say healing instead of saving now? I don't know. Defend magic attack, no. Well, right, I forgot that this is ludicrously expensive. I wonder if that cost is ever gonna go down or something? Or even what this does. I mean, defend magic attack for 60 mana. When would you ever use that? Anyway, multi-hit attack. Do we focus on one of these? With only 2 enemies, I guess that's probably the most sensible thing. Now, that being said, Alex can hit 3 times. I'm gonna use his single target special attack once. Yeah, you can just go ahead and use that, I guess. I am going to buff Kyle as well. I would love to have Mia start casting magic, but, you know. I'm casting offensive magic, but it'll happen soon enough. Does this hit both? No, of course not. So, well, for you, it should definitely, well, almost certainly more efficient to use your special attack than...
Check this out.
Than to just attack physically. But I am going to do the comparison for Alex.
Lend me your power!
We weren't missing as much health as I thought. Okay, I mean, that's good damage, but surely 3 of his attacks... 3 of his normal physical attacks are going to be better than that, right? Okay, they do that twice. Yeah, that hurts a bit. But we recover a decent amount. Well, a decent amount. Actually, not that much, but it helps. Yeah, you'll definitely just attack that thing. It's not burning right now, so I guess it's not going to use... If it's not flaming, wreathed in a flaming aura, it's not going to use its special thingamajig. What am I trying to say? It's a meteor attack. Right, okay, you can finally do something else. I mean, this is expensive, but it should probably still be more damage even against a single target than Iceland's, right? How much more? We don't know, but I guess we'll see. So his attack dealt okay damage. It was almost 200. It should be more now that he's fully buffed. I guess we're just gonna keep going with that. I can't imagine that his regular physical attack is gonna do
Check this out.
more than that, more than whatever. Since his attack's not gonna be super effective.
Althena, lend me your power!
Yeah, I mean 3 times 180. That's I don't know. It's some number of damage.
Summon elemental power.
How much is that gonna be? 200? Okay, that's pretty good. Still not dead though. Okay, right. The single. Oh, what are you gonna do? Are you also gonna attack him? Oh, you jerk! No. Oh, that's rough. What are you gonna do about that? I mean, that's... Even if I had buffed his defense, I don't think that would have helped, because that's... Surely those fireballs are not physical damage, and defense only helps against that, right? Because there is specifically magic endurance, so... Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. I don't think you have a revival item, of course not. Why would you? Why would you be useful? That's my fault, of course, but... No reason not to blame him. Not to blame Nash whenever I can. I do want to check this one out. Just see how effective just invoking his staff is. If nothing else, I guess we're gonna hit both of these with our attack here. You can do this, hit them both, so long as they remain there. You have one of these. Obviously we're gonna use that on Alex. And not wait until Null might or might not decide... Oh, okay, that's 21 damage. That's not good. Of course, if they do anything... If they hit him with anything, he's... Oh no, never mind, that's full health. Okay, that was pretty good. It would be nice to kill one of these two here. That would help a lot. Nope. Still no luck. Yeah, okay, wait. Why couldn't they just use their physical attack on Alex? Or at least one of them. Use that instead. The most unfortunate part is that almost certainly Alex's buffs are gone now. But that's okay. Is it? I mean... is it worth using a turn on this? Also, crap, I might have actually lost track of which one of these is the one that I damaged more. Oh no. I should have absolutely been paying close attention to that. Which one walked all the way to the top? I think it might be the one at the top. Oh no. I mean, it's a 50-50. I'm probably gonna guess wrong here. It's okay. I'm gonna attack that one. Yeah, you just keep... I suppose you might as well just use your fire... Thunder Thrust, I mean. You're gonna use Ice Wall. You're probably gonna hit both of them. Actually, you're gonna hit them both with Sonic Riser. Might as well, you know, use that for variety's sake. You just keep healing the party, just to keep everyone topped off as much as possible.
Althena, lend me your power.
Okay, yeah, good damage. Ah, okay, yeah. Without any buffs, his attack power is far less impressive. If we could just finish off one of these now, that would be so appreciated. Okay, good, and I was wrong. I was targeting the wrong one, but that's honestly okay, because it worked out perfectly. So long as we got the one before it was able to attack again. Okay, and at this point... buff your attack power. It might even be worth, honestly, buffing him again. Because we barely damaged this first one here. I guess you keep going with, or the second one I should say. You keep going with the power attack. And, I mean, no one is particularly damaged, so I think I'm actually going to... You know what? I'm even going to have you attack.
Check this out.
Because now that there's only one of them, there is not nearly as much of a danger of them just ganging up on one character and both using their super powerful single target fireball. That was really just extremely unfortunate that they happened to do that. And yeah, again, there was basically nothing I could do about that. Nothing to prevent that from one-shotting any character. So I just got really unlucky there. So you're just gonna continue your single target attacks now that you're fully buffed. Let's actually see how good the ice lances. I'm curious and much less scared of, you know, experimenting now that we can breathe a little bit more easily here. 53 from you.
Althena, lend me your power!
Give yourself a 57. Okay. Ooh, nice crit. Those are huge here. 260 from you. Oh, and that was enough. Oh, man. Oh well. 4,000 experience. That's quite generous. 1 MP. Wow. 2 attack. Agility increased. Okay, wisdom, magic endurance. Everyone should level up here, right? Maybe not. I guess Nash isn't going to. Okay. Standard increased for Mia. Jessica levels. Okay, Kyle and Nash are both a little bit behind, but they should be pretty close. Only. Oh, okay, no. 1 attack for Jessica. Wisdom increased by 3 for what it's worth. Still not convinced it does anything for her, but I don't know. Maybe some spell that she has or will have actually does benefit from higher wisdom. Just as I have foreseen, you have grown stronger, Alex. Much stronger. You've only seen the raw edge of our power, Royce. Give up now. Are you gonna just teleport away again? Give up? Goodness, no. We have quite a future ahead, you and I. But I'm afraid to say the present finds us going our separate ways. Of course. Wait! I almost forgot to share your fortune with you. Is that still Royce's voice coming from... Maybe you know what, maybe she can't really teleport all that far. And she's only putting up a show, and she can only teleport a couple of meters, and she's actually hiding behind some random stalagmite somewhere. The red light you pursue shall grow dim, and a great, great arm blackens all. The red light you pursue shall grow dim. I mean, didn't she already foretell that all the... No, wait. Oh, that was a prophecy from Darman's tower. That all the dragons... I don't know the exact wording, but that all the dragons would basically be captured before we get a chance to find them, or who knows. A great... Wait, did I read that differently before? Great, great arm blackens all. I feel like I might have misread that before. Maybe not. I don't know. Oh, how I love to be the bearer of bad news. Farewell, children. She's trying to be brave, Alex, but I can sense her fear. She's afraid of us. I mean, you would hope so? At this point? The red light shall grow dim. You don't think she meant the red dragon, do you? No, surely not. I guess we have to keep going to find out. I guess we do. Also, yeah, as expected, this took a little bit longer. Well, sorry about that, but at least we defeated the boss in one go. I guess I'm happy enough with that. Yeah, Alex's death was a bit unfortunate. If those two enemies had not decided to use their fireball attacks in the same round on the same character, I think we would have been totally fine without anyone dying, but even so, it was alright. And we finally actually used one of our resurrection items instead of hoarding them until the end of the game, so that's something. I'm going to assume that we're done fighting here for the most part. I mean, obviously I'm going to save now, so I don't think we need to really worry about recovering before whatever happens next. It's probably just going to be a cutscene of some sort. If I'm wrong, I guess I can always reload and prepare accordingly, but that is gonna have to wait until next time, of course. For now, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.